The Mainstreet program heats up as new documents are dropped, and LALATE has the bombshell. If you've been waiting for the Mainstreet lending program, as we have, and have been discouraged by the EIDL grant and loan process, well, get ready, because this is a bombshell for Saturday. And this is LALATE. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're good. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And hit that bell button on the front of the channel so you get alerts when a news story goes live, like this one, which came out of nowhere. So Friday, the new documents dropped. You have been asking for, I've been asking for weeks, and you've been asking for weeks as well. Where is that Mainstreet lending program? Where is that new Fed Mainstreet lending program? How does it work? Where do you apply? And how do you get all the great, juicy details? And we really haven't had much of anything. LALATE did a screen share several weeks ago. I'll drop it in the links above that talk generally about the Mainstreet lending program. Let's recap before we get to these documents, and they are great. The Mainstreet lending program is underwritten by the Fed. It's not by the SBA. You apply at your local bank. The bank has to be federally insured by the Fed. The Fed will write the loans. These are for businesses that qualify, and those type of businesses are basically viewers of this channel. Anyone that has under, I think it was like 15,000 employees or less. So you all qualify. The introductory loan amount is $500,000, and it goes up from there. A lot of viewers have said, hey, this is a great idea and a great program because you can really build your business well after this pandemic, or as we sit here in June. But we hadn't had the lending documents. We actually have not had the documents upon which to apply, which I actually just dropped. They're so hot off the presses, I can't even hold them. They're that hot. So here we are. They came, and let me back up. The Fed is using the Fed of Boston as the ball handler on this. So a lot of the documents are written by the Fed Boston. That's why you hear the word Boston come up a lot here. The Fed Reserve Boston today released additional information for potential lenders and borrowers in the Mainstreet lending program, including a form loan participation agreement, which is just fascinating. Lender certificates and covenants, borrower certificates and covenants, and frequently asked questions and legal documents. The documents released today are available at bostonfed.org/MSLP. I'll drop that in the sticky below to this video. The Mainstreet lending program is designed to support medium-sized and small businesses and their employees across the United States during financial time. It's an availability of credit to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, and the loans must be repaid by both the borrower and lender, meeting eligibility requirements, which we've discussed on this channel. So parties, meaning you, who are interested in receiving email notifications, which I'm sure you are, in addition to notifications for this channel, should visit the following website, and I'll drop in the links below, so you sign up for alerts. It is bostonfed.org/MSLP, like Mainstreet lending program. Again, that's bostonfed.org/MSLP, and I'll drop in the links below. General inquiries can also be sent by email, which I know you all love, mslp@bos.frb.org, which I'll drop in the links again. So what do we know now? Boy, this is great stuff. So there are three types of Mainstreet lending program loans. They're all under the umbrella of that name, and we've gone over them before, but I'll recap it again. It's the MSNLF, the MSPLF, and the MSELF. Now, what we got this week were the following: lender registration documents. The lender registration documents and covenants must be signed, submitted to eligible lender at the time of registration. We have guidance on what they look like. Lender wire instructions. Eligible lenders must complete and submit this document. So these actual documents are available for you to look at. Documents required at the time a loan participation is sold to the Mainstreet SPV. So now we know what type of documents you need to have ready. So this is big news. It's not like the SBA where they just sort of play games with you. Say, hey, yeah, maybe we need this, maybe we don't, and then the goalpost changes the day after, and then the field changes the day after that. Not with the Fed. They don't play games like that. The Fed actually telling you what you need. So here you go. You need to have the loan participation agreement, the actual loan, and they have it live. They have the agreement live. This agreement comes in two parts: the transactional specific terms and the standard terms and conditions. The loan participation agreement transactional specific terms must be signed on before the loan agreement is done, and the loan participation agreement standard terms and conditions. This is a separate agreement. Next, you need the service agreement, and then the assignment in blank must be submitted and signed by the eligible lenders of the Mainstreet lending program. You need the co-lender agreement. You're going to say, oh my God, Alan, like, you're just killing me with all these agreements. But hey, it's paperwork. At least you know what it is. It comes in two parts: the transactional specific terms and the standard terms. And then you have the covenants and agreements for these three different loans, which most of you will probably do the introductory one. That's the MSNLF. And then the facility, which is not you, the bank, has their agreements. Okay, so what legal documents do you need? This is great. I mean, this is so wonderful. There's no mystery here, which I just love. Okay, so get out a pen and paper. These are, as the wind picks up here in Southern California. I mean, I've never seen wind like this. Hopefully the set doesn't hit me in the face before I finish this video. You'll never find out what are the documents you need to have for the Mainstreet lending program, because the set hit the host in the face. The documents you need are the lender registration certificates and covenants, lender certificate and covenants, the lender wire instructions. This is basically providing your bank information so that they can wire you the money. Now, you've been with this channel now for at least 23 days, and so you know what I'm going to say right now. When you fill this out, I don't want you to mess up those documents. I don't want you to mess up routing number and account numbers ever again. So you're not going to you're going to triple and trouble and double check it before you write that number in and submit it. I want you to make sure you have no error on it. I want to make sure that the business is your business account. Now, let's back up before I go to the next document, because there's always a twist. We detailed before, the current state of the environment for the Mainstreet lending program is it's written for businesses, not for solos and independent contractors. I mean, not for solos or solo practitioners. So you have to have a business name, an LLC or incorporation with an EIN. If you don't, it doesn't say that you can't get it now and switch the title. It is up to your discretion when you want to do it. If it doesn't take you a lot of work, you might want to do it. An EIN takes 15 minutes to get. The rest of the stuff may take you a few hours to do, but it's something worth having, because when they want this wire instructions filled out, they're going to want your business banking routing number and business banking information. Participation agreement, transactional specific terms, participation agreement, standard terms and conditions, servicing agreement, assignment in blank, co-lender agreement, another co-lender agreement, and an MSLF transactional specific certificate and covenants. So really, not a lot there. We already went over the eligibility terms for you before. I'm going to not try to laugh here, but when they do this one, they're going to do probably another credit check. We've done these credit check stories on this channel like it's coming out of our nostrils. That assumedly is not going to do 11 credit checks on you like SBA. They are not going to do 11 Experian hardball credit checks on you like SBA. Now, we have a video that went live today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on EIDL loan that talked about the need, before you get an EIDL loan, to get your Experian credit score up by getting those hard pulls off. I would say doing the same thing for the Mainstreet lending program. I would say look at your FICO score, look at Experian. I don't know if Fed is going to use FICO or Experian, what instrument they're going to use or brand. But I would look at it and see if there's junk on there from SBA or junk on there from someone else. Get it off. Get it off now. I'm telling you right now, because we don't have the actual underwriting of this loan yet. We are the last week of May. The Fed was on the news, I think it was Thursday, with Kelly Evans on CNBC or someone else, and they were talking about this loan. It's like, we've been talking about this loan for 2 months. Get the loan done finally. And it's going to be June at this point. I'm really feeling it's June. So get everything lined up, people. Get your business established in the way it needs to be established. Get your FICO and your experience scores ready. And $500,000 could be in your account. It is a great sum of money. I have not gone over the terms and conditions with you because I've not pulled the agreement. I mean, that's probably another video. If you like this video, and please tell me you do by watching it. If you watch it and share it, and I see the viewership on the numbers on this video are high, then we will stay with this lending program and cover it on a daily basis. We did about 3 stories on it, but not a lot. And a few of them were incredible blockbusters. But we haven't written on it until we got this. So comment below, drop your comments below by Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if there's a lot of viewership and a lot of comments, we'll cover it again and we'll go more into detail. As always, stay LA for more.